in Australia for YouTube Fan Fest. I mean, she is YouTube. She is Bethany Mota.
Aw, thank you.
That was
Welcome.
delightful. You just told us that you've actually got a couple of days off in Australia, which is really rare for you. So is this actually a holiday?
It is so rare for me. I didn't know what to do with myself because I always have booked schedules, and I felt a little bit guilty when I was just like going to a coffee shop. I was like, I should really be doing something right now. But I think it was good for me to like recharge and just kind of relax. And it's so beautiful right now because in California it's really hot and we're like in a drought. And so I come here and it's raining and chilly, and everyone here seems really annoyed by it, but I'm just so excited about it.
Yeah, 37 degrees in LA today. You don't want to be there. It's sticky.
That's, oh, I
37 degrees
I don't know
Celsius.
Celsius. See,
Fahrenheit, 140. I don't know. It'll burn
Real
your face off.
probably. Yeah, it's so hot there. And it's dry heat, so it's bad.
I love that you said chilly. That's not American. Well, you don't say it's chilly if it's cold, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? That was like an English thing.
Oh, really? Well,
Chilly. Bit
It's a
chilly.
bit chilly outside.
chilly.
No, apparently
Okay,
not.
actually,
I'm with
I
you,
don't
though.
think people in America say it. I don't know where I
Yeah.
picked that up from.
You're a classy lady. You're a woman of the world.
Now, Bethany, you started YouTube in 2009.
I did.
You started posting up some beauty tips and some tutorials.
Yeah.
I have to talk about Ash London's lips because I'm hating what she's got on her
Yeah.
face today. What this
I
color?
put orange
don't like
lipstick
it?
on.
No.
Orange by MAC. And as I was coming up in the lift today, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm going to give Angus 1 minute before he bags out my
Now
lipstick.
that
I
sounds like I'm a
actually
horrible
love it.
person. I love the shit out of her and her face. With her,
Just
her
don't
without
like her
makeup,
lipstick?
beautiful today.
You don't like it today?
No.
Honestly, not many people can pull off that color, and
say she
you
does.
absolutely
Oh,
can.
Don't lie, Bethany.
I've
You're too
tried
nice.
this color. I've tried this color, and it
Probably
doesn't
looks great
work
on you,
for
but it doesn't
me.
work for
I
Love.
feel like because I have lighter skin and darker
That's
hair.
definitely it.
you
Your
can-
eyes as well really complement it.
green eyes complementing the orange.
It's
Maybe
very
this
fresh.
is like that blog that our
the man repellent.
man repellent. Have you followed this on Instagram?
No.
There's a girl who dresses for girls. Our producer Lamb Chop got me onto it. So she, like, you know how, the presumption was being a man that girls dress to impress men because men dress to impress women, But apparently,
Really, do they?
I don't know. That's why we wear
Some
gym
girls,
gear.
not us.
And then, the thing is, like, apparently women are dressing for women to impress other ladies on the street. They go, oh, that clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, that lipstick.
It might not be like so form fitting and like attractive, but it's a cool piece.
Yeah.
So
The other women
girls
really appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So I just thought maybe
I could
that
see
lipstick,
that.
maybe that's happening.
Maybe that's what's happening.
But
here.
Ash is single. She should be desperately trying to get as many
Oh,
men
yeah.
interested in her.
Because that's what my whole life is about right now.
Exactly.
Jared Hayne, yeah.
Hey,
Just getting guys
I'm single
to notice
too,
me.
so you're not alone.
Oh, how long have you been single for?
A while. Wow. Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just been so focused on just like me and improving myself and making sure I'm the best.
Oh,
and
that's the biggest bullshit excuse,
I'm-
isn't it?
No, I
That
believe
sounds
her.
it's
terrible.
so true. I mean, there are
No
nights where I'm
way.
like, I kind of wish I had someone to
Yeah.
cuddle with, but I have a dog, so there you go.
Okay, so Ryan Gosling comes up to you and you're like, sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan.
Still getting me right. I need myself to be fine before I can help make this work. Bullshit.
Okay, that's an exception.
Okay.
If Ryan,
Yeah,
Gosling, that's
exactly.
fair.
Ryan Gosling is always the exception.
Okay.
Absolutely. That would change things a bit. But
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Gosling isn't knocking on my door,
Yeah.
so
Yet.
I would imagine with so many followers, like I know with Angus and Angus is a guy, and I think more female fans contact guys as opposed to like male fans contacting girls. Do you have guys kind of noticing you online and like sending you messages trying to like get in contact or?
I've been proposed to at a meet and greet that I did with Candy. And so, of course, I had to accept. So I'm engaged.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
That's
You got the candy. That's
True
all
love.
that matters.
That's all that matters.
true love.
No diamonds though.
Do you think because you share so much of your life online, I mean, you're kind of an open book from the videos that I've seen. Do you think that some guys might be repelled from that because they don't necessarily want, your romance to become a topic for your YouTube videos?
I think that's definitely a concern because that's true. Like my audience, I think of them as my friends and I really let them into a more personal side of my life where I could see why that might be something that someone would look at and be like, oh, I don't really want, all of these details of our relationship to be online, which I wouldn't necessarily put everything out there. There's certain parts of my personal life that I do keep personal. So
Yeah.
it's not just everything that's out on the internet. So I think just finding someone that really understands that is the
That's nice.
Yeah,
thing.
That's
we
fair.
have days where like I know Angus and I were really close, but sometimes we just want to like give it all up, go and sit on a beach for a month where no one knows us, and we don't even check Instagram or know what's happening on Twitter. Do you have those feelings? I imagine you would get them sometimes.
You know how I deal with that? Airplane mode. When I'm getting ready in the morning, every morning, just because sometimes that's like when it's really busy for me, when I'm getting like emails and like text messages and all these things of like what I have to do. I'm just like, nope. I know what time I need to be ready by, so I'm just going to put it on airplane mode, and I can talk to them when I'm done, and that's just kind of like my
That's genius.
Yeah.
Because I started to build up social media anxiety, because like even if I open up my Twitter right now, in the last couple of minutes, we've had people are tweeting us about the Justin Bieber competition. He's coming to our world-famous rooftop. People want to know how to win tickets. And there would literally be 20 tweets in the past 5 minutes of people just wanting to know the time of when to win. And I get this anxiety of wanting to reply to them. If you don't reply to them, it's a big F you, how dare you? And how do you deal with that? Because you've got literally millions of followers. I can't imagine your mentions.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could respond to all of them, but that's just kind of impossible.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, when I first started making videos, I didn't get that many comments, so it was easy to respond. I responded to every single one because I got like 30 or 40. So I would just sit there for a couple hours and reply to everybody. And now it's really different, but I just try to respond to as many as I can, because I at first was really discouraged, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't even respond to any because it's not even going to make a dent.
Yeah.
But I think it does matter. If they just see, even if you respond to like 5 comments, they see at least you're putting the effort in and trying
Bethany Mota's
to
online.
connect. So I actually stalk a lot of my viewers on Twitter because they have these like supportive like fan accounts, but I'm normally their profile picture. And so one girl, I like went to her profile and I knew she was coming to a meet and greet of mine. So I was like, I need to find what she looks like. So I went through all of her pictures and she finally posted a selfie like 4 months back. It was really creepy of me. But then when she came to the meet and greet, I knew what she looked like. So I like,
it's a huge moment for her.
And her name is Lucy and I love her so much. And so now she's like a friend of mine.
That's
so
cool.
I stalked them.
Awesome. I have a completely irrelevant question for you, but I know that you're half Portuguese, half Mexican.
Yeah.
And I like to ask anyone that's Mexican. So we have an issue in Australia with Mexican food in that when you order something, they charge extra for guacamole.
What?
Does that offend you the way it offends me?
That's a little offensive. Why do they charge more?
Because I think maybe
Avocados
avocados are expensive.
Oh, no.
But who would ever order a burrito or nachos without guacamole?
Without the choice, yeah. I
Absolutely.
mean, it's an obvious choice.
It's like a
obvious
staple.
addition.
It like should come with it.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
depressing.
I feel like we need to make a montage of all of the at least part like Mexican or Latina people that I've spoken to, make it into a montage and send it to like salsas
should
or
do
whatever.
that. Like make a change.
Make a change.
I wanted to talk
course.
about music with you because you're a big fan of Troye Sivan's new song, Wild.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Is that because, now, do you like the song? Do you like Troye? Because Troye's obviously a YouTuber.
You know, honestly, Troye and I have been friends for a couple of years now, and he's such a genuine person, and he's so passionate about everything that he does. But aside from knowing him, like just listening to his music and just forgetting that I actually love him so much, the music is incredible. And I was just listening to his new EP and just the style. I'm just like, how does he do this? Like, how does he create such amazing, it's like art. It's beautiful. And it's so cool to see someone so vulnerable and so willing to open up. And I think that that's why he has such an amazing following, is because he really, you know, is showing that personal side of his life that so many people relate to.
Yeah. What other music are you loving at the moment? You don't have to try and think of cool stuff. We want your honest music
I
loves.
listen to a lot of, my favorites are definitely Tovlo, Banks, Marion Hill is a really good one. And yeah, those are like my top 3.
How cool is Banks?
She's a cool
Banks
chick.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Her and
I
FKA
love
Twigs
her.
are the cool chicks
Yeah,
of
it's
music.
true.
So cool,
Yeah.
right? Man.
Now, speaking of YouTube, this
Mm-hmm.
girl is on YouTube and she's making waves today for all the wrong reasons, in our opinion. Nicole Arbour. Have you heard of her?
No.
She's not a nice lady.
Yeah, well, she's got a YouTube following. She's got an account and she posted a video on Friday. Now, do you know when on Facebook you see a YouTube video where you embed it in your Facebook profile and you can see how many views it's got?
Yes.
She's had 20 million views since Friday on a video.
What?
Yes, which is incredible. It's a big viewing, but the topic, not so nice.
Dear fat people. Some people are already really mad at this video. What are you gonna do, fat people? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna chase me? Fat shaming is not a thing. Fat people made that up. That's a race card with no race.
Yeah, but I couldn't fit into a store. That's discrimination.
No. That means you're too fat and you should stop eating. Fat people parking spots should be at the back of the mall parking lot. Walk to the doors and burn some calories. Why are we helping them?
She calls herself the prettiest, most beautiful woman on YouTube as well.
Wow.
So she's self-assured for sure. Does that make you angry as someone who has so much positivity on a YouTube that someone's getting all of these views and will be monetizing it off something like that?
I mean, actually, now that I just heard it, I did just see that video yesterday. Yeah. I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it. And I mean, I don't know. Something about it rubs me the wrong way because for me personally, I mean, obviously everyone's different in what they do and what they want to promote, but I just like to promote self-love and people just loving themselves for who they are and all of their imperfections, which this is like the opposite of that. So it definitely, I don't know, it scares me for people that might watch it and really take it to heart.
Mm-hmm. Especially someone who might be concerned about their weight. They watch that. A beautiful woman, big boobs, skinny.
She's no Bethany Mota.
She's no Bethany Mota.
Let's be honest.
You guys.
But, you know, I just feel, I wondered and I worried about it watching that because, I mean, YouTube is such an influence on these people.
There's so much negativity online. It's just everywhere. And it's like, we should not be promoting that. We should try to make, you know, what I try to do is I try to make my channel just like a safe place. I want it to be safe and I want it to be happy and a place that people can just learn to love themselves and be confident. Yeah. So, you know, not everyone is willing to put that message out there.
Has there ever been a time when you've had a video that you were going to upload and maybe decided not to upload it or you were nervous about how it might be taken?
All the time.
Yeah.
But that's mainly because I'm a perfectionist. And so I always like set the standards so high for myself. And there's been times where I wouldn't upload for weeks just because I felt like nothing was going to be good enough. And then it had already been so long since I've uploaded. So I'm like, well, now if I upload, they're going to be expecting like something amazing because it's almost been a month.
They think you've been sitting at home just working on this one video.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's kind of just a mental thing that I have to get over and realize that anything that I put out, they're always so sweet about and so supportive. And they just love anything. I mean, I think overall, the YouTube audience just wants consistency and they want to know that you're always willing to put more content up there and always, you know, be active on your channel. So that's what I have to keep in mind.
Now, in 2009, that's now, 6 years ago, good at maths, that you got on the YouTube.
Proud of you.
Thank you so much. Were you like the person at school, were you a bit of an introvert on your computer always? And now that, you know, you've made so much success out of YouTube and being online, have you had some people contact you from your high school like, I remember seeing you there with your computer and I knew you were going to do something great.
Actually, no one expected me to make videos.
Okay.
Because fun fact, I was the most shy person growing up. I was like, think shy kid and then like 100 times more shy than that. Like
really?
I just avoided like social situations and I only had like one or like a couple really close friends that I was really myself around, but I was always just known as being the shy kid. And so when people saw these videos, like people that knew me, they didn't think it was me because they genuinely didn't think that they didn't even really know what my voice sounded like. Like
you
seriously,
never spoke.
like, and when I did speak, it was just very quiet. And so they never heard like this, hey, I'm Bethany Mota, you know? So it was very different and I like shocked myself as well. I mean, the first video that I uploaded, you can see like I was very shy, very uncomfortable. And then you can basically see how I've grown up on the internet and how I've kind of developed my own style and my own personality. And even like public speaking, I would have never been able to do. And now like I'm able to speak in front of like business people and also like high schools, which is the most terrifying. They're actually more terrifying than business people. Speaking in front of kids is so scary.
They're brutal.
Yeah.
If they don't like you, they're just going to like go on their phone.
They'll just walk away. Yeah.
Do you sometimes see like a future Bethany Mota, someone who's just sitting there might be a little bit quiet? Do you have any advice for those kids who might just be listening to this at the moment going, you know, I've got so much to say, but I don't feel the right platform to say it?
I think for me, it was that I was so scared of what people would think of my opinions. And that's why I never put them out there, is because I was so scared of the judgment. And I think that's so common, especially now. Like people are like bullied into silence and they're so worried about what people are going to think. And, you know, their goals are trying to seek acceptance from other people instead of finding the happiness and the confidence within themselves. So that's what I had to do with my YouTube channel is people around me didn't really get it. That's before it was relevant. There was no like YouTube stars 6 years ago. So when I was trying to describe it to people, they kind of looked down on it. Yeah. And so it was hard for me to keep going, but I was just like, And this was new for me, but I was like, I feel like I really enjoy this and I feel confident doing it. And so I kept going. And that could be anything for anyone. It can be YouTube, or it can be like a sport that's maybe not the most popular, or a hobby that people aren't really into.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's all about kind of listening to yourself and asking yourself, what do I genuinely like? You know, regardless of what people think I should like.
I would imagine that so many brands would be sending you things and hoping that you would put them in your videos.
Can we have some free shit?
What is like the coolest free shit you've ever gotten that you've gone, this is awesome?
I actually, it's not like a super huge thing, but I got a flat iron 5 years ago and I still use it.
I don't know what that is.
Is that like
a hair straightener.
Oh.
You guys don't use that term?
Yeah, we call them hair straighteners.
I just call it a GHD.
It was a GHD. That's the one I got.
There you go.
And you still have it.
And I still have it.
They have like a really good warranty, so
it's really good.
Can
Which
we
colour did you
make?
get?
Oh yeah.
Black.
okay, standard.
So it's like
I
simple.
Classic.
Yeah.
In Australia for YouTube Fan Fest. Thanks, Bethany Mota.